Hey there, welcome to Divine Guidance by Sage. I am Sage the Intuitive. So I am here to get some messages about what's going on with the Divine Masculine. So I have blessed and shuffled about about 8 decks that we're going to see if we can pull some messages to see what's going on with the Divine Masculine Collective, or your sacred soulmate, or someone that is you're in a higher level of a commitment with. Whatever the term that you choose to use, we are going to go through and see if we can get some messages. So hopefully these messages are things that you guys can pull from. But let's just be a little nosy and see what's going on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more readings such as this. So let's go ahead and be nosy. I am available for private readings. You can check out my email address. It's in the description box. Just shoot me an email and I will get back to you about a private reading. So we're gonna start out with some romance angels, and we're just going to get like a little bit of an overall message, and then we're just going to go through, like I said, I have about 8 decks here, and we're just going to kind of go through and see what the masculine wants to say. I'm just going to pull intuitively on the messages that come out in the cards. So let's just start with a little bit of an overall energy, and we'll just go from there. We're just kind of freestyling it, honestly, so let's just see. Okay. All right. So what I have, the first card that came out was soulmate. So soulmate was the first card that came out. So it's saying, yes, this is your soulmate. I guess this is what we needed to know to make sure that we are within what we are looking at, to what we're looking for. So this is based on, these messages are going to be based on a soulmate. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So there's a possibility that there is, there could be some differences that you guys go through, or maybe you have different religions, maybe you're different ethnic backgrounds, whatever, but there could be something here that is different about your path, and is seeing that there is some factors here that could be influencing that. And then we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And then under the deck we had give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And all right, so we're gonna see what's happening here. I even have, and then I'm gonna take this last one. I actually might take these last 2 because they all kind of go together. New love, new person has stirred up your romantic feelings. So some of you may be dealing with someone new as well, and maybe this new person is a soulmate. I guess we are going to find out what is going on. I did not plan on pulling any tarot, but I don't know, we'll see what happens, and then we'll go from there. All right, so let's see what's going on with some of these divine masculine collectives. I think I'm going to start, I might start here. So we're going to see what's going on with some of these divine masculine collectives. And just note that these are general messages, so they won't relate to every single divine masculine. So just take the messages that relate to your situation. So let's see what's going on. And if you want your own personal reading, I am available. Email address is in the description box, and we can pull these cards for your own personal situation. So let's go. So let's go with the first deck that I pulled. If only you knew how much I love you. Too many responsibilities. You are my person. I am healing. I know you deserve more. Under the deck was, I know who you are to me. I love you. Be expecting my call. You forced me to heal my wounds. And Jeepers Creepers, that's where I'm going to stop. Unless I feel like I intuitively need to pull anything else, I will. But let's just start with this. So, whoever you're dealing with, I don't think that they have expressed how they feel about you, which is why we have the if only you knew how much I love you card here. I feel like this person has been, very mute. They have, I even feel like, I think I saw a card for too many responsibilities. Yeah, there we go. Too many responsibilities. So I feel like this person has been focused on everything else. They've been focusing on everything else, but maybe you and your connection. So maybe you don't even know how this person feels about you. And so that could definitely be triggering to some, because you have no idea how this person feels about you. But then they're saying that, maybe you don't know anything right now, because that person is in some type of healing process. Whoever this message is for. So maybe because they are in that healing process with you forced me to heal my wounds, maybe that's why they're so quiet, because they're not understanding how to handle the healing process. And I think throughout that process, they've been struggling with is two things. One, they know that you deserve more. They know that they are not giving you what it is that you deserve from them. They know that. And then the other thing is, I know who you are to me. So that's why, because they know who you are, and they know that they're not giving you everything that you specifically deserve. But many of them, some of you guys may be getting a call from them. Some of them saying, be expecting my call, because they're realizing that, you are their person. They're realizing that. And so they're saying, be expecting my call. They're also realizing that they love you. We have the true love here. We also have new love here, but they're realizing that they love you. And I also feel like these messages go with to give your relationship a chance, because they are saying, and they're knowing that they love you. I also feel like this person is watching you, so maybe you don't know, but they could be lurking. They could be on your social media. So I do feel like this person could be watching you as well. Let's see what else is going on with the collective. Okay. When I hurt you, I hurt myself. Some of these masculines are realizing that they, again, are not giving you what you deserve, like we saw over here. And them hurting you in the way that they have hurt you, they're realizing that they're hurting themselves every time they do that. Because what's happening is, a lot of these masculines are in their pride and ego. So some of them don't even know how to get out of that. Some of them have no clue what to do. So they act in a way that, is very egotistical. It makes them very untrustworthy. So many of these masculines cannot be trusted. And then they put you in this, this waiting. It's like this waiting game that some of you are feeling. These masculines are putting you, on hold. And I think that is why you guys are feeling the way that you may feel when it comes to this divine masculine collectives. It says all of these things this time I will do. So they know that they want to do better. They know that they want to do some things better for you, because they understand that you are their whole heart. And so they want to do things different. They want to be in this emperor type of energy, where someone who is respected and, you know, who's a leader, who is, you know, a father figure or whatever, but they want to be in this, like, you know, this king emperor energy. Let's move on. What else is going on with some of these masculines? I'm going to go here. What is happening with some of these masculines? Okay. I already see a couple cards that kind of fit in the bottom of the deck of a deck that I've already kind of gone through. Some of these masculines are dealing with, again, in their ego, some very clouded judgment. You know, they can't think clearly. There's a lot going on in their life, and so they are not thinking properly. So I feel like that could be very confusing and frustrating for a good amount of the feminines in the collective. They do understand that they want to date you, but I feel like they just don't know how to go about it. I think some of them are dealing with so much, you know, chaos in their life that they just don't know what to do. They are confused. They are, again, can't even think clearly, because they have no idea what it is that they want to do. And I think many of them, again, with this, you know, with dealing with wounds, some of them are dealing with some type of wound. They're feeling some type of guilt for things that they are doing. I don't like to focus on third parties too much, I'll be very honest with you, or karmic partners or whatever, because I feel like we are all a karmic partner to someone. But I feel like someone in their life is making them feel that way, making them, somebody is manipulating them. And we actually do have the karmic partner card came out. And so some of them are in some type of relationship that they need to go through to clear out karma in their life, because they need to learn some type of lesson. They need to grow in some particular way. It is part of their journey to go through whatever this karmic situation is that they are going through at this particular time. And I had the next card at the bottom of the deck from the first deck was third party. So many of them were in some type of, you know, they try to put you in some type of third party situation. I also feel like some family is involved in many of these, for many of these, this collective of masculines. Their family may be influencing their thoughts, which is causing them a lot of confusion. I do feel like some of these masculines want to confess something to you. Maybe they want to confess that they love you. They could want to confess that there is a third party. They could confess anything, really. They can confess that this, whoever they're in a relationship, with is not who they want to be with. So I feel like a lot of them, you know, are you know, they have something they want to confess to you. I feel a little cockiness also, because in the next card was, you're healed enough, now unblock me. So I feel like there's a little bit of cockiness as well. Again, that ego, they're in their ego. And then we said the same thing, that they've been watching you on social media. We did see that. We saw that clearly, that it said that they have been watching you. And then this is more confirmation that we knew that you were dealing with somebody who was like a little bit of a player, because it says player from the Himalayas. So somebody here was absolutely a player. The thing is, many of them right now also are in a time period where they're doing some type of soul searching. They are trying to figure out what it is that they should be doing for themselves, what they should be moving towards. And this is causing some confusion for them as well. And we did see in the first deck where we talked about healing, and that you're forcing them to heal. They know that that healing is coming from their feminine, and they know who you are to them. You feel like home to them. They recognize you. They know that you are that person. I think just right now, many of you guys are in some form of separation. So you may be in contact or no contact, but many of you guys are in some type of separation. Your masculine is also feeling very vulnerable at this time. They are sitting in a lot of fear, and some of them are feeling very weak right now. And that is causing them to act in a manner that they are acting. They're sitting in a mentality of lack, again having to do with being vulnerable and being fearful of things. And they're also trying to suppress any type of thoughts that they have regarding you or anyone else. They are like trying to suppress any thoughts. They don't want to feel anything. That's all about that ego that we talked about in the first deck. I still feel like some of them are gaining some type of clarity. Many of them are gaining some type of clarity, and that's part of that soul searching that we were looking at. But a great deal of them are unhappy in whatever their situation that they're in. So that might give some insight to some of you guys. We're going to dig a little bit deeper, and we're going to see what this deck has to tell us before we start seeing what it is that the masculines would say, if they could say anything. We're going to see what else could be going on with your masculine. I felt that already. The first card out was lonely. What else is going on with the masculine collective? So let's start with what we have. So the first card that came out was lonely, and we can see that healing sometimes can be a very lonely time period. But a lot of these masculines are lonely. Even if they're in some type of relationship, they are still very lonely. Let's see what else we have going on. Okay, infidelity. So we already saw that a couple times, that we saw that they were a player, we saw that there was third parties, and we saw that there was a karmic partner card came out. So they have this infidelity going on. So again, even if they are lonely, they could be with someone and still be lonely. Then we have rest. So this person is dreaming about you. This person is pretty exhausted because of the thoughts that are going through their head. They are possibly having nightmares about you. You guys could be astral projecting to each other. Take it as it resonates. But I also feel like this person is trying to relieve their stress in the gym. So maybe they spend a good amount of time at the gym, trying to, like, you know, get away from their problems and the things that are going on in their life. Some of them also, if this resonates, some of them are very much into cars, or they may be needing a car right now. They're trying to sell a car, or they're having problems with the car. So take that as it resonates. Maybe your masculine is having some problems with their car. And then we had road trips. Some of them may want to go on a road trip with you. I also think that some of you your masculines are listening to or following astrology in some way. Maybe they're listening to tarot readings. Maybe they're reading their horoscope or whatever. But some of them are really into that right now, in some way. And then again, we got another card about like vacationing and doing things, going on an adventure. So I feel like this is saying that a lot of masculines want to get away. It's something that's happening, but a lot of these masculines want to get away. Maybe they want to get away to think, maybe want to get away for their you know, their own sanity. But I do feel like a lot of these masculines are looking to, you know, move away from whatever it is. And so they're trying to do everything that they can to move away from how they're feeling and that loneliness, and not really facing the healing process that they are going to. Some of them, some of your masculines have a lot of tattoos, so, or either piercings as well. But some of your masculines, if that way, that could resonate, so that you know that we're talking about your specific masculine. I think some of these masculines also are maybe having intimacy issues with whomever it is that they are with, and but they are getting some type of revelation, even though they're trying to like avoid it. What we were seeing here, they're trying to get some type of revelation to come, you know, that something so that they can know that they are moving in the right directions. They are getting revelation, but they do feel very trapped in their situation. And then we also have that this is, you know, some messy ish. So this is saying that, you know, your person is feeling and whatever their situation is right now, they could be feeling very trapped in that situation. They don't know how to get out of it. But in one aspect, that is kind of their own fault, honestly, because they could have been with you. They could have, you know, woken up and realized what your connection is. Oh, wow, because we have divine connection. They know that this is a divine connection. They know that you are their soulmate. They know that you are their twin flame. If you know, believe in twin flames, they know this now. But all of this stuff for them is very terrifying to them, and they don't know how to handle it. It is very terrifying to this collective. Let's see. Let's go here. And if there is anything that the masculines could say to the feminines, let's see what that would be. Let's go here. What are they saying that they have not said and they would like to say? Let's see if there's anything that they could say to the feminines. What would they say? Give me one moment. I had two cards to fall on the floor. Okay. So if the masculines could say anything, some of them are saying thank you for leaving me. So some of them know that they were like a piece of crap to you. You know what I mean? That takes me back to this here. You know, thank you for leaving me. Maybe you needed to leave them for them to focus on things. Oh, okay. Next card. I need to focus on my healing. So I gotta say, you don't say anything by accident. I didn't even see the card, but it says, I need to focus on my healing. So this person here is thanking you for leaving them because they need to focus on their healing. They're also saying we are more alike than I admit. This, I think, is coming from this soul searching that they've been doing, that they realize that, realize who you are in their life. And then we have, I fantasize about you. So this is also saying that, this person is thinking about you. We had a card in here about dreams and nightmares, or just like, just dreaming. And so this person could be like really like dreaming about you. You could be visiting them. They're also saying that they understand you better now. So before, maybe they were, taking you for granted or whatever, but now they're saying that they understand you, you better. So that is one group of, messages that, one set of messages that the masculine would like to say. Let's go over here. Let's see, what is the hidden truth? What else do we have, masculines? What do you guys want to say? What does the masculine collective want to say to the feminines? Okay. So your masculines want to say, you were the best thing in my life. So they're realizing this through this time of reflection and being apart. They're realizing that. And then some of your masculines left you, and they're saying they left you before you could leave them. So that could be something that you could have been dealing with. And they're saying that you came closer than anyone. And I feel like this is why some of them were so afraid. And this next message, this exemplifies the fear for me. We both know I'm not the one for you. I feel like that is fear-based. I feel like that is like a cop-out, saying that we know that I'm not the one for you, because they know what it is. But instead of, getting hurt, because like I said, I left you before you could leave me, they're going to say, well, you know what? We know I'm not the one for you anyway. That's how that's coming off to me. Egotistical, in a way. Let's see. We have one last set of messages. What do the masculines want to say? What is it that the masculines want to say? Okay. Even though we're not together, I just can't see myself letting you go. We already see that. Even though many of them may be in a karmic cycle, they could be with someone else, we see that they won't let you go because many of them are watching you. I've thought about living together, so some of them are thinking about a lot of things, especially in this time where they're just like kind of like healing and trying to reflect on things in their life. I want commitment with you, just not yet. So that's why I said that I felt like this other message was a little egotistical. Like, we both know I'm not the one for you. But then here we go. I want commitment with you, just not yet. So they know what the situation is. Here we go. I have inner childhood wounds. We knew that already, and it said that a couple times that they have some things that they need to work on with themselves before they can even be ready for you. It feels like something missing without you around. They know that you bring some value into their life. They know that they feel strongly for you, and then they're saying that they love you. And this is, I think, for many of them, it's hard for them to grasp. It's hard for them to wrap their mind around the fact that they love you. Because, they're so much in their ego that they probably can't believe that they have some type of love for someone. They're also saying, I'm so attracted to you, you don't know what you do to me. So many of these masculines have, are, attracted to you physically as well. Maybe you may have thought like, okay, this was only a physical connection, but this is just telling me that they know who you are. They know what it is. They know what you know, the role that you play in their life to them. I am going to see if I can get maybe a little bit of advice for the viewer here. Okay, so let's see if we could get some advice for the viewer, and then we'll close this session out. Angel, spirits, and guides, let me know, what should the viewer do at this time? What advice do you have for the viewer, please? What advice do you have for the viewer? So the first card that I got out for advice is the Six of Wands. And I think this is saying that you need to focus on your success, your victory, and your success around this situation. But you need to focus on the victory and success within yourself, focusing on the things that you have within yourself that make you victorious without this connection at all. What you can do, the progress that you're making as a person, focus on that. What other? The Sun. So I think with the advice of the Sun, this is about happiness. This is about being joyous. This is about positivity. This is about warmth, but this is also about success as well. So I think that these definitely go together, saying, hey, you know what? Let me focus on my own happiness. Let me focus on my own success. Let me focus on things that have to do with me at this particular time. I think the other advice with the Seven of Swords is to, don't fall. This situation has been very deceptive, and I'm thinking it's telling you to, don't fall into that thought process of negativity of, this has been a deceptive type of situation for me, and it's starting to bring you down, because Spirit is saying that, you're the sun here, and you are successful here in your own right. So, focus on the positive. And some of you guys may need to just take some time and heal on your own. This may be the time frame that you need to take a rest and relaxation. Some of you need to meditate, and some of you need to kind of, take a step back and start to restore your own life while all of these things are trying to unfold and get into the to the right alignment for you. And once all of these things, kind of move forward, then you're going to get the clarity that you need coming towards you. And that's why this rest and relaxation is here for you, because then after a while you are going to get that mental clarity that you need, and then there is going to be some fast movement coming in towards you. So I hope that this is helpful to anyone who is viewing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know if any of these messages pertain to you and your person, if it was helpful in any way. I am available for private readings. You can shoot me an email to my email address that will be in the description box. I thank you guys for stopping by, and I hope that this was helpful to you. You guys be safe and you take care. Bye-bye.